Hello you two wheelers, and welcome to a new episode where I get to show you how to rotate your wheels. So you've actually been skating for a while and the result is pretty much this situation, yeah? So as you can see, the inner side, so this is the inner side of the skate. You can see that the wheels have actually been worn out. Yeah, you can actually see the the actual edge where I basically slide it. Yeah, and what we need to do now is basically have a tactic of switching these wheels over from the inner side to the outer side. Yeah, now of course you could easily do this just by switching the wheel from the inside over to the outside. Yeah, but I think over the years I have actually been able to determine that there is a better tactic for this. So what do you need in order to rotate your wheels? Well, of course you need the skates, and you also need the Allen keys. Now these can come in different shapes and sizes, so you can see them something like this, yeah, long, or you can see them like being very short from here upwards. You also have bigger examples like this one, and something like this that I also use to pull the bearings out. Allen keys are very common, so you might even be able to find them in one of your toolkits if your skate hasn't been provided with one, which I highly doubt. So you've got your skates, yeah? Now you can actually put them down, of course. For the purpose of this exercise, I'm going to keep them like this, yeah? So we have our wheels, yeah, and we can see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now the way I do it is basically I switch them over, yeah, because keeping them like this, yeah, this is the inner side of both the skates and this is the outer side. So what we want to do here is make sure that the side with the graphics, yeah, the side with the graphics ends up on the outer side of the other skate. So in order to do this, we will take number 1 and move it to number 2, yeah. The same goes here, number 1 to number 2, yeah. Then we take number 2 to number 3, yeah, the same here, number 2 to number 3, and then number 3 to number 1, as well as number 3 to number 1, yeah. So that's one way to do it. Of course, if you find this confusing, you can just go ahead and switch it on the same side, but I've actually seen that this tactic of basically switching 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 1. This is by far one of the best ways in which you can increase the lifespan of your wheels. So now you're gonna ask, okay Chris, but I don't have Triskates, I have a 4-wheel setup. Well, for that the rule actually applies, and in my opinion it's quite simpler. Let me just get the skates. We can see that even for my AN80s I have actually gone a bit through them, so maybe I could also change these. So we have here 4 wheels, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the best way that I've actually been able to determine how to change this is basically taking 1, 2 and moving them over to 3, 4. So just like this, yeah, from here over to here, as well as 1, 2 over to 3, 4. And of course 3, 4 over to 1, 2, as well as the 3, 4 from the other skate over to the 1, 2. And you're all set. When you do these sort of checkups, you can also see if perhaps you don't have different impurities, yeah, stuck within the bearings. I will do a separate clip on the bearings, but still it's just good to just see if perhaps you have some hair or other impurities that you can just take right off, and you could wear some gloves if you don't want to get dirty. Furthermore, this might also be a good time to check if perhaps there are some weak parts within your skate. So for example, I found that, see, the buckle here is quite loose, so I'm gonna need to tighten this up so I don't risk it actually falling off when I'm doing some pretty insane skating maybe. So yeah, this could have been an actual big risk, but thankfully these checkups could be very beneficial if you just pull on the sides of the skate structure just to see if everything is tightened up securely. Okay, so you finished rotating your wheels. In the beginning I had the decals on the inside, yeah, and now I have them on the outside. So this, you can take this as basically a confirmation that you've actually switched them in the correct way. And if you actually look on the wheel structure, you'll be able to see that they are actually within the correct angle. Yeah, now of course, depending on your skating style, you might see certain wheels that are worn out on the opposite side. For example, I actually have this happening on the back wheels. Yeah, so if we look here just slightly, you'll be able to see that it is actually a bit worn out on this side, but everyone has a different skating style. So if you want to switch your wheels depending on an individual preference of a wheel, just go right ahead. After you've actually finished rotating them, I would advise taking your Allen key and just making sure one last time that you have actually tightened them up, not to the point that they're gonna basically break, but just to be able to feel that indeed they cannot budge unless with really big force. Yeah, so you should only pull them until you feel that they are indeed holding tightly. You might also ask, but Chris, when should I change the wheels? Yeah, and that's actually up to you. Yeah, if you want to have the best experience all of the time, there's nothing stopping you from actually just going right ahead and buying some new wheels. Yeah, maybe you just had them white and now they're yellowish, and in order to have them white again, you might need to just purchase some new wheels. Yeah, for me personally, I do actually tend to prefer wearing them out. As you can see, they are in a point right now where you have very good grip, and they are also very good for slides at this particular moment. So I do enjoy wearing them out until the last possible moment, but hey, that's just me. Okay guys, so really hope you found this useful, a new lesson on how to rotate your wheels. We will actually go in depth on other aspects of this, like how to change your bearings. Yeah, but until then, make sure you like this clip, share it. If you dislike it, let me know in the comments what actually wasn't to your favor. And until next time, be safe and skate safe. Go.